Look at this simulated foundation taking shape. We are running a strict chronological stress test to answer a specific question. Can artificial intelligence build a functioning online side hustle from absolute zero in exactly 24 hours? The parameters of this experiment are unforgiving. As you can see in this manifest of our rules, we start with a budget of £0. There is no existing social media following to tap into. We cannot buy paid advertising, and we cannot rely on paid AI subscriptions. The clock starts. In hour 1, the AI directs us to target the local economy. We need to find time-starved independent operators, plumbers, builders, dog groomers, and cafes. By hour 2, we need a low-friction product to sell. This diagram illustrates the offer: a social media content service for £49. The AI structures 5 deliverables: 10 post ideas, 10 captions, 5 graphics, 1 video concept, and a 30-day content calendar. Within 2 hours, the entire operational blueprint exists. But right now, it is entirely theoretical. Until a customer opens their wallet and pays for it, this structure holds zero market value. We shift into the production phase. This is where AI functions as an ultra-fast digital assembly line, taking raw concepts and forging them into usable material at a speed a single human could never match alone. Between hours 3 and 8, the AI acts as our primary researcher and copywriter. It scans the target industry, generates the initial content concepts, and drafts the actual sample captions we will show to prospects. But the AI cannot finish the job on its own. A human operator has to step in, take that raw text, and use free design tools to build out the promotional graphics and format the final presentation. Local business owners value a finished, ready-to-publish social media service. They are paying for the time saved, rather than the specific tools used to generate the words. The artificial intelligence successfully manufactures the raw components in record time. However, human curation and quality control are required to turn those parts into something worth buying. Moving into hours 9 through 11, the AI systematically sweeps public directories to identify legitimate, active local businesses that fit our buyer profile. Then, over the next 3 hours, it analyzes those specific businesses and drafts highly personalized outreach messages tailored to each prospect's current online presence. Here's the flowchart of our automated process, and right here is where it hits a hard stop. The AI cannot legally or ethically blast these messages out en masse. Platform rules and anti-spam laws prevent automated high-volume solicitation. To navigate this firewall, the human operator has to take over. We have to manually review every single prospect and send these messages individually to ensure compliance and avoid algorithmic penalties. Digital scale is useless if your accounts get suspended on day 1. A human must act as the mandatory governor of the system, verifying the outreach and actually building trust with the person on the other end of the screen. We are now entering the final hours of the sprint. This represents the gap between an automated pitch and a closed deal. Closing this distance requires real-time, nuanced human interaction. Throughout hours 19 to 24, our focus shifts entirely to communication. We have to manually reply to inquiries, answer specific questions, and adjust that baseline £49 offer to fit exactly what the business owner needs. This bar chart illustrates the potential math if those conversations convert. Securing a single customer gets the business from £0 to £49 in revenue. 3 customers push that to £147, and 10 brings the total to £490. However, these are strictly theoretical projections. This math demonstrates how the pricing scales, but it is not a guarantee of actual income. In the real world, hitting these numbers relies heavily on variable factors. You are entirely dependent on organic market demand, your personal sales ability, and the final quality of the work you deliver. The AI handles the preliminary outreach. Securing the final payment depends entirely on human competence and sales skill. The 24-hour clock has expired, and the results are clear. The software did not generate revenue on its own. What it actually provided was leverage. By using the AI to handle market research, copy drafting, and workflow organization, a single person compressed several weeks of traditional business development into a handful of hours. The 24-hour sprint demonstrates that a solo beginner can now deploy the same operational capacity as a small agency. In this context, AI serves as a speed multiplier. It enables a single operator to execute high-volume research and production tasks that usually define the early weeks of a new business. But what happens if we remove the zero-budget constraint? In our next experiment, we give the artificial intelligence a starting budget of £100 to see how capital changes the equation. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss it.